Hi Year 10 and welcome to Booklet 2 from January to April. And first of all, we're going to be looking at page, as week 1, pages 3, 4 and 5. So this is basically a guide to how to draw a face. As you can see here, your eyes are actually halfway in your face. A lot of people tend to draw the eyes up here at the top, but the eye actually are halfway, okay? The bottom of the nose meets a line halfway between the eyes and the chin, so just at the bottom of the nose, halfway. So there's your distance, and halfway would be the nose. And then the bottom of the lips meets a line halfway between the nose and the chin. So between the nose and the chin, the bottom of the mouth would be there. And the eyebrows should line up with the corners of the eyes, okay? Same as the nostrils too, just at the corner inside of the eyes. And then the middle of the eye, actually it hasn't shown you here, but the middle of the eye should be lined up with the edges of the mouth, okay? And then the tops of your ears would be in line with the eyes, and the bottom of the ear then would be similar to that. And it might look quite big. A lot of people tend to draw the ears up here somewhere, but they're not actually right, because if you actually feel down the back of your neck, you'll see that the ear is touched quite close to your neck here, okay? Because your neckline would go down the side like that, all right? Your hair actually comes above, so try and draw your hair above the outside of the shape of the head, and then I maybe add in some little bits in here, okay? So the hair's above, not tight to the skull like that, okay? So basically what you're going to do is, in week 1, you're going to be shown how to draw the portrait, but basically if you think about a line of symmetry down through the middle of the face, and then think about your eye line here, see where this little bit of the ear tucks in. So you're going to have your eyes there like that, and also you should be able to fit about 5 eye widths across the face. So you make a wee mark either side of this center line, and then a little mark, try and make it equal other side. You're going to be actually given, that's going to be where your eyes are going to be, okay? And what tends to happen is that people tend to think of an eye basically like that. That's almost like a wee fish. But we're not going to be thinking like that. We basically want to be looking at each other's eyes, or looking at your own eyes in the mirror, and you'll notice that you tend to draw, it'll be an eyelid really that you're kind of drawing there. Kind of goes up like a roller coaster and then comes down, and then it tucks in here like that, and then goes down slightly and then comes up. You also have a line above that, which is where the eyelid folds back. You'll have the curve of the eyeball, and this is little bits where your sleep maybe gathers, you wake up in the morning, okay? And also the bottom lid. Your eye itself, a lot of people tend to draw an eye like this. Well, that would look as though somebody was staring completely at you. So you want to think of it more like a U, because of the eyelid that folds over. So if we draw a U like that, that will give us the shape of the eye, because the top of the eyelid will actually hide that, okay? Roughly what I do is about a height of an eye up then to the eyebrows, okay? And these obviously go in this direction on this side of the face, and they go in that direction the other side of the face. Your eyelashes, we'll do in a minute. Eyelashes at the bottom are a lot shorter, but they all still go off to the right, on the right hand side of the face, and the other hair goes on the left of the other side of the face, okay? Your pupil then you draw in. Most people tend to draw this far too small, like I said before. You want to draw it like that, and maybe put another wee circle in there for the highlight, okay? So if we shade this in really dark, you've got an eye like that. And then if you just outline the edge of that eye, that gives you another type of, it gives you a more pronounced outside bit of the eye. Your eyelashes don't actually come from the line here. They will fold a little bit over and down, okay? A lot of the girls, maybe if they've been doing some kind of beauty treatment to their eyelashes, they might want to then have their eyelashes going up like that, okay? A little bit of shade inside the eye, leave a wee line or two for highlights, and then obviously do a little bit of shading here on the inside, and a wee bit of shading down the bottom. So that just gives you like a 3D vert of the top of the eye socket there. okay? And let's maybe just a little curve in here like that. Now, when you're then going down to do, I would say roughly the bottom of your nose, I mean, they've put it in here it's roughly about there. And because you've got your center line, it makes it a lot easier, because then you can put a nice curve on the nose. You can draw your two imaginary lines coming down from the inside of the inside of the eye. Okay. And then you can just extend that around a little bit. And then you can basically shade that dark, and some people then put some more shadow in here. Some people tend to put a wee line here somewhere. Okay. And so you don't actually draw two straight lines down. This line actually, for the edge of the nose, doesn't, people tend to draw a line that connects it all together, but it doesn't actually exist, because it's two shadow areas that are coming together. Okay, a little bit of shadow in there, because some people then have a wee edge of the cheek goes in. And then people always forget about this little, there is a name for it, this little area here. And this gives us the top of the lips. Now, if I roughly work out where that eye was going to be, then that gives me the edge of the mouth. So if I then think about drawing the mouth almost like, going up towards two peaks on a hill, okay, and then putting in my lip. Now, the lips don't go straight, I just tend to undulate them a little bit. You could put a wee gap there if you wanted to. And then the bottom lip, I tend to draw a little bit wider. And don't forget that your lip is round, so you might want to think about the curve of the lip. So they will curve up and down and round like that, okay? And then maybe just put in just a few wee, I'm just going to hide the top of the gums on me there. And then just shade that in. But leave little highlights, particularly here, okay? So you're going to be shading the bottom of that. You're going to leave little highlights in here in the middle, like that, okay? So we just add in stuff like that, right? And some people have a little shadow down here at the bottom. And then your hair obviously goes on top. You add in some hair on top. And because it's obviously through the line, the center line, it'll all follow like that, okay? So that's a basic first guide. Obviously, if you want to do the other eye, you want to think about the levels here and where they're sitting. I need to go back and look at that again. Okay, so maybe make that a bit. Okay, so something like that would do. As I say, it's already been drawn in for you here in the neck and stuff like that. But if you were trying to draw like a shirt or something, it actually comes round the neck, and then it goes down like that. It goes down like that, and makes a little curve in there to finish off like a collar on the outside of that. Okay, you can maybe add in your tie if you wanted to there as well. Okay, so that's basically the actual process of following the instructions from the teacher in week 1. And then for homework, I would like you to then draw a portrait of your friend or family to finish that off. Okay, so that's pages 3, which I think is this one. Yeah, page 3, page 4, and then page 5. Okay, that's all for now. Please make sure you subscribe. Thanks, bye.